Cassie FaceTime her husband while she was getting cracked by Diddy. This is day 5 of the Diddy trials. I'm about to give you guys key moments of what Cassie said that had social media in a frenzy. Cassie admitted that while she was with her husband again, she linked up with Diddy and got it on because through a text she stated that she wanted to embrace him. The husband FaceTimed her in the midst of her getting greased. She stated she does not hate Diddy, that she still has love for the past and what it was. I don't even know what that means. Messages show that while she was with her husband, she told Diddy that she wouldn't be at this beautiful point in her life without him. She also stated that she went back to keep linking up with Diddy after he R-worded her while she was with this guy right here. She stated that she left Diddy forever after Kim Porter's funeral because Diddy called Kim Porter his soulmate, stating that that basically hurt her feelings, and that's when she knew to solidify it with her husband. Also, she originally thought she completely broke it off with Diddy when she first started dating her husband after he got with the woman Gina. But again, she officially never seen Diddy and married her husband after he's called Kim Porter his soulmate.
Man, hey, they say a woman's never truly single.
Yeah.
Who want to attack this first?
Derek, you the guest. You want to go first?
Yeah, man. Only when I hear this, bro, the thing that comes to mind is like trauma bond. Think of all that stuff they experienced together, you know. If I was her husband, I probably wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? Like they have too much history together, too much shit that they created together. And I think she trauma bonded to him, man. So, I mean, of course, I can see why she linked up with him while he was still with her. And especially, I'm sure, like, Diddy, you know what I mean, initiated something, all these stories about him getting jealous over her, who he think he's with, who he thinks she's with, showing up with an entourage with guns and stuff like that. So, I'm sure, like, he had some influence on it. But, like I said, like, you know, I'm not surprised.
Easy.
Yeah, man. Like the more the stuff comes out, it just seems like, yeah, it is kind of embarrassing to Diddy, but it's also embarrassing to the victim because they're being exposed as well. That's pretty much what I gotta say about it.
All right. Gray, you want to go?
I just thought it was crazy when I saw, I don't know if you go show this, that the husband was on FaceTime with Diddy while they were engaged with each other. So, I mean, I thought that was crazy. That was the part that was crazy for me that I heard over the weekend.
Yeah. Shoot, if you could find it, pull it up.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely pull it up. I'll look for it now.
85.
Man, I mean, it just goes to show that, I mean, Shorty was turned out. She a freak. I mean, she kind of liked or initiated, or however you want to go about saying it. It's a lot of things that she's indulged in herself, and everybody just looking at D. But you gotta remember, Giselle Maxwell was the female for Jeff Epstein. Diddy is, Cassie is the Giselle for Diddy. That's how I'm looking at it. And to be honest with you, there's a lot coming out that's showing her true colors to what she was allowed and willing to be around, as opposed to what she took the money for to basically put this man on trial. So I don't know. It's a lot of contradiction going on, and I think that woman about to face some charges too. I'm just saying, she a freak.
Yeah, I don't think she gonna face charges. I think there's a bigger motive here, and that's what Diddy's lawyers are. That's what they're fighting. They're fighting probably a 3-front war, but I think Cassie probably thought she was gonna get paid and ride off into the sunset, and her husband wasn't going to find all this stuff out. A lot of people don't know when they put these people on the stand, especially like in the federal case, they probably sat her down and was like, hey, you cannot lie. If you lie in this federal case, as big as it is, and we catch you in the lie, you're going to jail.
And that's my point. Like with the whole, initiating the girls, like, right, Giselle Maxwell, because she was a female, she used to make the women feel comfortable to come to the crib and do whatever. If Cassie is subjected to alleged be on that same level, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's going to be persuasion. All of that stuff could play a role in that trafficking side. So if those girls were exposed to this woman first, hey, it's all good. I know him like that. However you want to play the game, me, I got music too. I always be with him. Come on through. That's jail, bro.
So do y'all think y'all could deal with being in that, thinking that it was cut off, and then come to find out, like, your wife was still sending messages to her ex saying how much she love him, can't live without him, is grateful? That's what I'm getting.
No, sir.
There's a lot of women on the internet right now trying to hype this dude up as he's a real man. He's the type of man that all men should be. Like, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
The beta male.
I'm gonna show you.
Cassie letting her husband face.
I mean, that's just destroys the trust.
If he could, the husband watched Cassie and Diddy have consensual sex, he liked to watch too. What the F? He a freak too. This crazy. If y'all think these freak offs ain't still going on, y'all crazy. So I'm not gonna lie, man. It seems like Alex knew about a lot of this stuff, and he might not be as innocent as we thought he
was. So he a cup.
My bad, there. You were talking.
Oh no, you good. I didn't know you was playing him. That's my fault. I forgot what I was gonna say. I realized that you was playing the video.
So he one of them. Who is that? Who is that? The social media guy that was having all the black dudes come through and smash his wife.
No jumper dude.
Yeah.
Adam 22.
Yeah, Adam 22.
Yeah,
he wanted them pretty much.
So they just all in. Diddy, it sound like Diddy he's the money guy.
Oh yeah, he got the money, power, and respect. But I was just saying, I remember what I was going to say. Like, if they're saying that he's like the man because he can put all that shit aside and still trust it, and he can have that shit. Like, that's too much stress for me to try to trust. Mm-mm.
Yeah, if y'all come over on my side on Facebook, bro, I'm talking about, like, I've been fighting a whole war over there. It's like all the women are praising this dude, and then when I'm telling men, like, this is not, you're not a therapist, so you shouldn't be trying to rehabilitate women. And they're just getting mad, throwing out misogynistic everything, and I'm like, it is it's not a man's place to heal a woman,
especially if they're not willing to take the accountability for it.
Yeah, and you shouldn't deal with anything. And it went as far as, I was like, if I find out a woman had a lot of sexual abuse in her past, I don't deal with them. That's a red flag to me, because I don't feel like I should have to correct what another man did. So I don't know if y'all feel like that. Call me.
I'll tell you, especially going through that experience. I've experienced a few shorties that were abused by their dad and shit.
Yeah.
So, it was just, looking back, I wouldn't do that again. I feel like it's very important to find out a shorty's childhood experiences.
But you got to think, that's her dad, and that's the number one person she's supposed to trust.
Right.
How can you really trust anybody? I'm sure you can heal and get past that, but
those
what's
wounds,
the chances of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's tough. But yeah.
Oh no,
I was gonna say also about the consent thing, like what Ty was saying, like yeah, she consented to do it, but don't you think she should also have consent not to do it?
I mean, yeah, she should, but it's like, how do you determine that? That's the, what I think that's the biggest thing about court.
Well, he's chasing her down the hall, like, what I mean, that's we're
finding out that was mutual, because she had to come out and say that she would do things. I said this last week. I say this on the show all the time, that women within the first 6 months usually try to find a man's buttons. If y'all dating, pay attention to this. When you first get to know a woman, she'll just do a little dumb shit, and you just like, why is she doing this shit? And she's really testing you. Most women don't know that they're doing it. It's just, like I said, kids do it. It's natural. You're supposed to test your limits. Kind of how like Trump is testing the White House. Like he's doing what he's supposed to do. But she was in on this. She didn't said all kind of stuff that she did to Diddy to piss him off. So it wasn't like it was a one-way street. And that's what his lawyer team is doing really good right now, is making it look like this shit was like mutual. It was like mutual toxicity.
I'll say that I wouldn't necessarily cut a chick off just because she was abused. I mean, like, everybody come with some type of damage. It all depends on the female. I understand like certain things, it's like, okay, you like can't get over, like, but it's some things where it's like, okay, like you couldn't control that, so like we can just work together. Hopefully those experiences did change you as a person.
Nah, and I get that. It's just, and if I do, I'm gonna be looking out for certain things. Like if a woman is like, well, I don't do this sexually because this happened to me, nah, I'm done. If you got anything like that, I'm done. I don't need any woman that has any type of scars from intimacy. And that's what I mean by that. So usually if you're dating, like we only get what? The average man lives 76 years, 77 years. You don't have enough time. So like, I'm not trying to be insensitive. It's just I gotta date. I gotta get through and find that one. So certain things that are red flags is like I don't have time to see if you the one that healed or you the one that not. If I know it, I'm good. I'm gonna keep going. Unless you show me a reason that I should give you a chance.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I got a video to add on to the Diddy thing. I don't know if this is true. I wasn't gonna play it, but there's been a lot of hype around this as far as Diddy. So this is just for speculation. We can go in on it, but I'm not even condoning this. If it's true or not, it could come out to be like that. A lot of stuff we're finding out about certain people who passed. There's evidence of certain things that people were saying. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this right quick, and I'll get y'all thoughts on it.
Smashing Diddy. Hold on, wait a minute, because I did not know that's why Nipsey Hussle got hurt, and now he's not here anymore. Okay, the whole time you've been playing this good girl act, acting like you can't stand Diddy, and then on top of that, the only way Nipsey Hussle got in contact with Diddy is through you, because you were going to those parties and trying to introduce Nipsey Hussle to Diddy. Then once Nipsey seen that he was not with those parties, they got him. Now we're trying to see what you're going to say. When the whole time you're trying to be silent with all this, and all these years you've been depressed about Nipsey when that was a lie. You set that man up. Oh my gosh, like all the truth is coming to the light ever since this Diddy case. They just said this stuff in court, okay? Because whole time Cassie got on the stand and she started singing like a bird, like a mariachi band, okay? She was singing like a canary. And Diddy kids was over there making little faces, trying to be mean towards her because she telling the truth.
So y'all think this Bonnet Bandit got any credibility?
Slim, you muted. You muted, Slim.
That chick is straight capping, bro. We all know Big U is, going through that. I mean, at the end of the day, this is how the rumors get started. You know what I mean? And the whole Laura London and Diddy thing, that could be a scenario. But the reach as far as the reason why Nip ain't here, that's a little out of whack. You know what I mean? But, Laura was outside anyway. You know what I mean? She got seized by Lil Wayne. So, I mean, that should just go to show you how nasty she was back in the days. So I'm sure she probably got with Diddy at some point. But I don't think that's the case. Like, they reaching now, bro. They reaching.
Yeah, it's like going all over. And I'm just like, there's no type of credibility.
Nah, man.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, man, she's all cat, man. Most people know, Big U was involved, but that's allegedly. You feel me? That's all I gotta say about that. Peace.
Derek.
Yeah, I saw a little video about that a few days ago. It was showing some clips on, even Nip was saying how he met her, you know what I'm saying, or met Diddy through her and stuff like that. And I was just going to say too about the Big U thing. Like I don't know if I believe about Diddy having something to do with him. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Big U had something to play. Like he said, allegedly had something to do with that. But yeah, I kind of I believe that Lauren and Diddy had something going on before Nip. You know what I'm saying? How far it went. Oh, and actually, I saw some video that Lauren did where she said that Diddy recommended her to go to some kind of death retreat to learn more about death, like 3 days before Nip got unalived, and then after it happened or whatever, she was like they showed like a quote of her or whatever saying Diddy, like she really showed give big ups to Diddy for being there during those hard times. So I believe definitely they got something going on. But it just made me think about something too. Like I saw a video today that said Monique took the stand. So definitely shout out to y'all, man, for doing your due diligence with the information, because there's a lot of false information out there about it too.
Yeah.
So I saw that Monique took the stand today, and I was like looking to see there was nowhere else like that. Stilla's fan club page, like people just do it for clicks, man. So definitely shout out to y'all for being credible about it. But that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Gray.
I'm gonna go through a list of every A-list celebrity accused of being a Diddy freak off. Kanye West, Mike Myers, Michelle Williams, Michael B. Jordan, Cassie Ventura, who else? Kim Porter, of course, Drake and French Montana, Prince, Kid Cudi, Britney Spears, Bruce Willis and Eddie Murphy, Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, Pusha T, Neo, Usher, Jimmy Levine, Kalana Harper, and the list goes on and on and on. And Fabulous and Too Short. And not only that, Gene Deal, yeah, Gene Deal, Diddy's bodyguard, was actually at court today, and he walked into court. And I don't know if y'all seen the Gene Deal videos, but they say he lied about everything. So the people were yelling at him like, Gene Deal, stop lying, stop lying, stop lying. So, I mean, it's a lot of celebrities who've been name dropped.
Hold up. Gene Deal went in the courtroom and said he lied about everything?
No. He was walking into the court, and the people outside were saying, Gene Deal, stop lying. Gene Deal, stop lying.
Oh, I was about to say, that dude is official. He ain't lie about nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I know about Gene, boy. Gene was on it ever since. Gene was really on the Biggie side, like trying to figure out what happened to his friend. Like that's really what it was. He knew what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, I did find it funny when she was saying that the kids were heckling Cassie on the stand and shit. Like I was like visualizing Diddy's kids and sitting down, like doing all these gestures to her. Like that's crazy, man.
Wow.
That speaks about him too.
Let me show Slim this.